There are Oddudua that comfort you, and then there are Oddudua that look directly at your life and expose the hidden mechanism behind your blessing and your suffering. Oché is one of those signs, because at first this proverb sounds almost too simple. The needle is the one that carries the thread. But in Lukumí, simple proverbs are rarely simple. They are coded, layered, alive, and this one is not really about sewing at all. It is about why some people are full of beauty, talent, sweetness, productivity, sensuality, and opportunity, yet still end up tangled in pain. It is about why some lives carry wealth but still bleed. Why some people can produce, attract, build, seduce, and even prosper, and still be walking toward collapse without realizing it. Because Oché is not just the sign of sweetness, it is also the sign that warns you that blessing without direction can become bondage. And if you stay with me, I'm going to decode what this proverb actually means, why Oché is one of the most misunderstood signs when it comes to prosperity, desire, health, and continuity, and why the real question of this Oddudua is not whether you have blessing, but whether you have the spiritual instrument strong enough to carry it. Because that is the real terror of Oché. Not having nothing, but having something powerful and carrying it the wrong way. And once you understand that, you will understand why this Oddudua speaks about wealth, vitality, blood, children, continuity, fame, appetite, greed, sickness, family pain, and spiritual correction all at the same time. So let's enter the code. The needle is the one that carries the thread. The thread is life, your bloodline, your money, your sexuality, your sweetness, your productivity, your children, your future, your continuity, your blessing. But the thread by itself does not know where to go. It is soft, flexible, useful, valuable, but it tangles easily. The needle is different. The needle is sharp, focused, penetrating, precise. It opens the way first, and then the thread follows. That is the first revelation of Oché. It is not enough to have blessing. Blessing must be guided. It is not enough to have charm, not enough to have attraction, not enough to have opportunity, not enough to have productive force, not enough to have sensual magnetism, not enough to have wealth around you. Because if the thread is not carried by the right thing, it knots itself into suffering. So the proverb is saying, your life is not advanced by softness alone. It is advanced by the sharp thing that knows how to lead it. That sharp thing can be discipline, discernment, spiritual correction, sacrifice, truth, order, and right alignment. This is why Oché can bless and warn at the same time. Oché is not a weak sign. This Oddudua carries life force. It speaks of wealth, joy, productive action, economic stability, movement, fertility, good living, fame, strength, blood, vitality, continuity. This is the person who likes to eat well, dress well, live well. The person who produces. The person who moves. The person who creates. The person who can generate abundance. Oché is not paralysis by nature. Oché is current. It is flow. It is motion. It is continuation. But here is the hidden law. The same force that creates abundance can also accelerate destruction. That is why this sign is dangerous for people who mistake appetite for blessing. Because Oché often gives enough sweetness that the person thinks, I'm fine, I'm favored, I still have movement, I still have charm, I still have options. Meanwhile, something underneath is already becoming contaminated. That is the genius of this Oddudua. It shows that decline does not always begin with visible emptiness. Sometimes decline begins while life still looks full. The environment you described is deeply important. You feel in darkness. Your life is no longer continuing in the same way, even if it is difficult to admit. There have been social, sexual, family, economic, and health replacements. This is not a casual statement. This is a spiritual alarm, because replacement means something in the structure of life has shifted. A bond has changed. A cycle has been interrupted. A source of support has been altered. A previous continuity has been broken, and something else has taken its place. And Oché is saying, do not confuse movement with healthy continuity. Just because something is still moving does not mean it is still aligned. You may still be functioning, still producing, still eating, still smiling, still trying, still desiring, still surviving. But spiritually, the fabric of life may already be different. That is why the proverb comes now. Because heaven is not only asking, do you still have thread? Heaven is asking, what is carrying it now? What is leading your life now? Is it wisdom or wound? Is it clarity or panic? Is it sacred order or uncontrolled appetite? Is it truth or desperation? Now we enter the serious part. The negative side of Oché is not random misfortune. It is misdirected life force. This sign warns about blood disturbances, internal imbalance, parasitic conditions, sexual consequences, economic instability, family pain, consanguineous conflict, love failures, and collapse brought on by greed. So spiritually, what is Oché saying? It is saying that something meant to circulate in blessing can begin circulating in corruption. That is why blood symbolism matters so much here. Blood is not only physical in Odu language, blood is lineage. Blood is inheritance. Blood is energy. Blood is desire. Blood is consequence. Blood is what moves through you and keeps your life alive. So if the blood is disturbed symbolically, the message is, what is flowing through your life needs to be checked. Your habits, your emotional attachments, your sensual exchanges, your financial behavior, your family entanglements, your internal chemistry, your spiritual hygiene. And this is where Oché becomes brutal. Because it says some people are not destroyed because they lacked blessing. They are destroyed because they lacked filtration. There is one line here that should hit like thunder. Desperation for money and greed will serve for his own burial. That is not poetic exaggeration, that is judgment. Oché is teaching that when money becomes panic, the person starts sewing their own coffin with the same thread that could have built a beautiful life. This can look like chasing fast gain, living beyond spiritual balance, feeding appearances while the foundation rots, letting appetite make decisions, neglecting health while pursuing comfort, staying attached to what is poisoning you because it still gives temporary pleasure. In Oché, sweetness can become seduction. Seduction can become dependency. Dependency can become slavery. That is why the text says there are things enslaved within the body and within life. That is not only illness language, that is bondage language. Something is ruling where wisdom should rule. Look at the Orishas advising this Odu. That list alone tells you this is not a light message. Oshún says, protect your sweetness. Your beauty, pleasure, sensuality, and abundance are gifts, but if you use them without wisdom, they become the bait that traps you. Do not spend your value carelessly. Orula says, read clearly. Do not improvise your destiny. What you do not see can hurt you more than what openly opposes you. Obbatalá says, cool the head. A heated mind will misdirect a blessed life. Many destinies collapse not because the road was closed, but because the head was cloudy. Elegguá says, the road is still responsive, but it does not open for disorder. You cannot bribe the crossroads with chaos. Oya says, stop trying to resurrect what has already changed. Replacement has happened. Movement has happened. Storm has already passed through. Honor the transition. Oggún says, cut what is parasitic. Cut what is draining blood, money, peace, energy, or continuity. What you refuse to cut may end up chaining you. Oddudua says, return to foundation. Real continuity is built from underneath, not performed on the surface. Shangó says, do not let pride, desire, appetite, and image sit in the throne room of judgment. Power without character always turns on its owner. Babalu Ayé says the body is speaking. What is neglected physically can become a spiritual humiliation. Carelessness has consequences. Olokun says the true depth of the problem may still be hidden. There are undercurrents here. Not everything can be solved from the surface. Ozain says medicine is required. Spiritual correction is required. Discipline is required. Remedy is required. Ike says anything left uncorrected can move toward paralysis, ending, or irreversible loss. That is why this Odu must be heard soberly. So what is the diagnostic? Here it is plainly. You still have life force. But life force alone is not enough. It needs guidance. You still have thread, but the thread is at risk of being dragged by the wrong force. This Odu appears when a person may be blessed but misaligned, productive but internally scattered, desiring continuity while feeding the very pattern that breaks it, seeking prosperity while neglecting discipline, wanting sweetness while refusing correction. And that is why Oché is so serious, because it does not always show up when the person is empty. Sometimes it shows up when the person still looks vibrant, still attractive, still active, still consuming, still performing stability, but underneath the blood is disturbed, the road is burdened, the appetite is out of order, the direction is compromised. That is why the proverb arrives like a verdict. The thread is not the leader. The needle is, meaning the soft part of you cannot be trusted to lead the life by itself. Not emotion alone, not desire alone, not pleasure alone, not appetite alone, not comfort alone. The life must be carried by what is sharp enough to obey truth. What does this look like in real life right now? It can look like having money come in, but peace keeps leaking out. It can look like being charismatic, desirable, productive, or talented, but your inner life is becoming exhausted. It can look like staying attached to a relationship, family structure, or lifestyle that already changed in spirit. even if it still exists on the surface. It can look like using food, sex, spending, appearance, work, or pleasure to prove continuity, while the soul knows continuity has been wounded. It can look like chasing prosperity without ritual, without order, without health, without truth, and then wondering why nothing holds. That is Oché. It is the sign that says you cannot build a blessed life with undisciplined appetite. And for some people, that message is the exact turning point. Because the moment they stop asking, why am I suffering? And start asking, what is carrying my life right now? The whole sign opens. This Oddudua does not just accuse, it instructs. It says, do Ebo, seek prosperity actively. Guard your things, take care of what you have. Protect against accusation and trial, check yourself. That phrase matters, check yourself. Not theatrically, honestly, check your body. Check your spending. Check your appetites. Check your attachments. Check your family entanglements. Check your sensual life. Check what has become normalized that should not be normalized. Because Oshé teaches that unexamined sweetness can become poison. The remedy is not self-hatred. The remedy is alignment. This is the deeper medicine. Cool the head. Respect the body. Guard the blood. Correct the appetite. Stabilize the road. Cut parasitic influences. Seek prosperity with order, not desperation. Honor what has changed. Let discipline go first. That is the needle. So now we can hear the proverb correctly. The needle is the one that carries the thread. Meaning, your destiny will not be saved by potential alone. Your blessing will not be protected by beauty alone. Your continuity will not be secured by desire alone. Your life will not advance because you have sweetness. It will advance because something precise, disciplined, and spiritually aligned is carrying that sweetness in the right direction. That is the revelation of Oché. You may still have thread. You may still have beauty. You may still have movement. You may still have blessing. You may still have productive force. You may still have the power to restore continuity. But heaven is asking one hard question. Do you have the needle? Do you have the discipline, the correction, the clarity, the obedience to truth, the courage to cut what is draining you, the humility to check what is happening in your body and life, the spiritual maturity to stop calling appetite destiny, because in Oshé that is the dividing line. Abundance without discipline becomes danger. Pleasure without wisdom becomes bondage. Continuity without correction becomes decay. And that is why the ancestors did not say the thread carries the needle. They said the opposite, because the life is not supposed to be led by what is soft in you. It is supposed to be led by what is sharp enough to serve truth. So, if this message found you at the right time, don't just listen to it. Respond to it. Comment "I choose the needle" in the comments if you are ready to let discipline, truth, and spiritual correction carry your blessing the right way. And if this kind of ancestral decoding speaks to you, subscribe now if you haven't already. Because on this channel we do not just talk about Oddudua, we uncover the hidden laws shaping destiny, character, protection, and spiritual alignment. And if you can share this video with someone who has the thread, but still needs the needle, a Cheto family. Until next time, Oshún Oju Oddudua signing out.